Hey guys, there's one person in the chat already. Oh, hey, it's Danielle. Finally caught one of my live streams. This one's completely impromptu though. I'm basically just procrastinating doing paperwork right now. It's such a nice day outside. I do not want to get in there and start working on the paperwork. How are you doing? Oh, you're on lunch right now. Ooh, I guess you don't have but a few minutes then. Okay, so let me go ahead and give you the premise of why I'm doing this live stream. It's mostly because I think I've said this before, but can't you bring your paperwork outside? Well, the thing is like I have to do a lot of it online, which means looking at a laptop screen, which doesn't typically work very well outside. I guess after the sun goes down, I should be able to do that. Why don't I? You know, I think I will. That's actually not a bad idea. Do laptop paperwork outside. If it doesn't stop raining, there's really no reason not to. Other than maybe the sand fleas. They're getting pretty bad out here. Anyway, I think I may have said this in the past, that part of what I want to transition this channel into is doing more conventions. And I'm talking about, like, part of the thing that's got me thinking about this was E3. I think it just happened. And all that is it's an electronics expo. It's where like big companies like Sony and Nintendo will come showcase their new games and try to sell it to the general public. A lot of times they'll do previews of games that are still in development. So I would love to go to E3 one day. I think that one has gotten to the point where it's like the Comic-Con or Burning Man, where the tickets go on sale and everybody just hits, refresh, and they get sold out within minutes. I think E3 has gotten to that point. But I would like to go one day, as well as Burning Man. I would like to do that someday. Anyway, but this vlog and this channel, I would like to one day have a cabin, and I want to fill that cabin full of retro video game stuff and paraphernalia and accessories and all kinds of stuff, and start doing video game reviews and doing series like taking a look at old. This is one I really want to do, is taking a look at old Atari games, and then yes, the man cave. Taking a look at old Atari games and seeing how they've upgraded, because a lot of them got re-releases on the NES and then again on the original PlayStation, and some of them got PS2 releases, like Defender, for example. Defender got a Defender 2 on the 7800 and the NES, and then there was a new Defender on the PlayStation 2. So I would like to make an episode out of taking the first Defender for the 2600, comparing Defender 2 on the 7800 and the NES to the newest one that was released on the GameCube and PS2, and just see which one's the best and where they improved and that kind of thing. Just do a whole in-depth commentary about the updating of classic games. That's one series I want to do. Another series I want to do is called like Unnecessary Sequels, or they made a sequel to that, where I find old movie sequels that like only came out on home video and nobody knows they exist. A good example would be Honey, We Blew Up the Kid, which was a sequel to Honey, We Shrunk the Kids. And then there was another one after that was Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves. Those two movies, not a lot of people even know they exist. And I would like to just like do a comical overview of these completely unknown and unnecessary movie sequels. And if I did that, though, I would probably have to make a second channel, because that one is going to be susceptible to copyright claims. So there's a good chance it will get deleted. But I would like to do it anyway, because it would be so much fun for me to do. But anyway, question is, if I was to do that, if I was to focus on movie reviews, retro video games, the conventions, and like VidCon and PAX South, and you guys saw when I did, what was it? MagFest. Mag stands for Music and Gaming. MagFest and early this year, and that is just one small example of what I would like to do more of. But if I was to transition into doing that a lot more, would you still want to watch? Well, I mean, I've got one person in the live chat, but I think I'm going to leave this up for a while just as a way of asking you guys, would you still follow me to the second channel? To the, whenever I get a man cave and I fill it full of old video game stuff and I start reviewing strange third-party accessories, and I start reviewing old PC games that nobody knows about, and I start reviewing old sequels that are hilariously bad, and I start going to comic book conventions, and I start doing video game conventions and VidCons and stuff like that, would you still watch? Or are you only watching because of, well, I know, yeah, but are you only watching because of this crazy nomadic caricature lifestyle that I'm parading on this channel right now? Is that something you'd be interested in? And like I said, if I was to do it, it's going to be at risk of having copyright claims, so it's going to be a second channel. So the only way you'll be able to see it is if you go and subscribe to the second channel whenever I create it. And I just want to know, would you? Now, I've only got like 300 subscribers right now, and about 40 people that view all of my videos like within a few days that they come out. So, there you go. That's the question that I just wanted to propose to you guys. Would you still watch my channel if I was to change the focus of it to something like that? And would you go to the second channel and subscribe to that as well? But yeah, ain't nothing gonna happen to this channel. I will always be an on-the-road caricature artist. I might cut it down to 6 months a year instead of 8 to 10 months. I might cut it down to 6 whenever I can start focusing more on conventions and VidCons and video game reviews and movie reviews. I might cut the number of months down per year, but this will always be here. The story times will always be here, the illustrated videos, the thrift store finds, and the jumping into lakes and oceans, and generally making a fool of myself. It will always be here. But I want to do something else too. So that's my question to you guys. Now, this whole live stream's coming up on 10 minutes, and I think I'm just going to end it and leave this video up for a while for you guys to put some comments on and tell me what you think. One last thing, I did have somebody ask, oh wait, Danielle saying, hey, I found something funky for you to try. Oh, do tell, what is it? Am I wanting to do it soon? Well, the thing is, in order to do that, I've got to get everything out of my storage building and make a man cave. Now, I've got enough money to put a cabin, to get one of the modular buildings and put a cabin up and customize it. I've got the money for that. I don't have enough money for a piece of land to put it on yet. And the way that I operate, I like to just buy things outright. And so I would like maybe 1 or 2 acres of land somewhere way outside of some city limits, so there's not as many building restrictions, and to be able to run power to it, and then just have that. And so it looks like it's going to be at least to the end of the year before I can build up enough money to buy the piece of land and the cabin and just get it all built all at one time. So it'll probably be at the end of the year, somewhere after, probably after the Covered Bridge Festival, because that's like my busy period. Then after that, when I can really focus on it and I can really pin down where that property is going to be. So we're talking end of the year. And either I might really start getting underway somewhere around the holiday season. So, let's see, what does it say? I found some birthday cake, 3 Musketeers bar. Oh goodness, you know I like anything birthday cake flavored. Yeah, if you you can buy one of those for me and just save it till I get over there to Live Oak later this week. I would like to buy that off of you and give it a taste test on the videos. I've got some other stuff too that I'm going to do. All right. Anyway, yeah. Somebody asked in my last storytime video when I said that my spirit animal is a tortoise, and somebody said, "Well, why?" I never did elaborate. I thought it was obvious enough, but the reason why a tortoise is my spirit animal is, one, because tortoises have like very sharp beaks that look dangerous. They look like octopus beaks or parrot beaks. They look like they could really hurt you. And I guess in the case of a snapping turtle, they could. But in the case of most tortoises, they're very harmless. So they look scary, they look ugly, but then once you get up close to them, and you realize they're completely harmless. And also, they're kind of slow-moving, like me, and they like to keep things low-key and relaxed, like I do, most of the time. They do get excited and start to run across the yard. I've seen them actually get some speed. But for the most part, they're very calm, and they're ugly, and they carry their house on their back, like me. My cabin, my camper right here, goes with me everywhere I go. And also, they are kind of independent. You don't see them in packs. People keep them as pets, and they will take affection and they will enjoy it if you give it to them, but they're not going to go out of their way to find it, and they're just fine without it if that's, you know, what things need to be. So they're independent like that. And so the tortoise, that is my spirit animal. That is why. Let's see. Gotta go back to work. Okay, so Danielle's about to leave the chat, so that will take this live stream down to 0, so it's about time I go ahead and end it. But that's the question I'm putting to you guys. I really want to transition to this into, I've already said it. Would you still follow me? Would you go to the second channel and subscribe to that one too? And so just put your answer down in the comments, and don't forget to smash the thumbs up like button while you're at it. Leave comments, questions, suggestions, and requests, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.